Yeah, so I'm here in Cambridge, Massachusetts. I'm just kind of cruising around. I just got my new, uh, old to me, but newly renewed infrared conversion done on my Nikon D5200. I used Life Pixel, and so they put their super color infrared conversion on. So it's a 590 millimeter infrared conversion. And they're a super great company. It took a while because when I sent mine in, they did the conversion, and I guess there was something wrong with the camera. So they really generously bought a new one and did the conversion on that one. And sent it back to me. So it took a minute, but it was absolutely worth it. So yeah, I'm just kind of out in this neighborhood. I came here because I know there's a lot of lush greenery, and that's always something you kind of want in your infrared photography. I also I really like the idea of shooting kind of more. I mean, I love shooting architecture and sort of city scenes. And I feel like a lot of the infrared photography that I see is more landscape, so I kind of just wanted to dive right in. Of course, the bummer with these kind of more urban or semi-dense situations is that you risk getting people in your photographs, and people look absolutely horrible in infrared. So yeah, I'm just kind of trying to pick these scenes. This is a nice quiet neighborhood. Pick these scenes that are quiet, don't have too many people, but have a good sort of mix of buildings and foliage. I actually really like that photo that I just took with the sidewalk in front. Here, I just saw this kind of silly plant sticking out of the stop sign. Just decided to play with it and see what I could get. I actually kind of like that photograph. The lens flare is kind of interesting. I'm stoked about this, clearly. Yeah, it's just really nice. Something that I was thinking about that is kind of special about infrared is how well the photos come out in full sunlight. In fact, it's preferable to shoot in full sunlight. And I really think, I really like a lot of these photos that I was taking, and I really don't think I would like them if they are in just full color, sort of visible spectrum light. And maybe that's just because I'm new to infrared and I'm just really infatuated with the look, but I think it's really interesting. I mean, it's really rejuvenating to just kind of be able to go out and shoot without the concern of timing and getting a sunrise or a sunset or getting good light. Because I mean, really at this time of day, for me, I just wouldn't go shoot because I know that the light's not going to be very good. Yeah, not taking many photos right here just because I'm messing with the autofocus. I haven't used this camera in actually a really long time. So I'm trying to remember how it all works. And yeah, I think I'm using the kit lens, so I think it's an 18-55, nothing special. I mean, this is a pretty this is my first DSLR, and it's kind of been knocking around, so I decided to do something with it. This photo I actually really like. Very sort of Cambridge, lots of nice timber housing, and really beautiful house with some foliage out front. Obviously very nice Cambridge sidewalks as well with all the brick. Or not in this case right in front of us, but there is a lot of brick in Cambridge. Again, kind of framing up this one point. I really like this house. So this is funny, as I was photographing this house, and this is kind of how I'll end the video in a minute, but photographing this house, kind of spent a bit of time here, just taking a few different compositions. I really like this tree in the front with the vines on it. And you can hear this guy is parking over to my left, and after I was done photographing, he kind of was just like, you know, like, what are you doing? What's so special about this house? And I was like, oh, I'm shooting infrared. Like, it's pretty sweet. You want to see? And he was like, yeah. So I was just kind of showing him, and he was like, we kind of just got to talking. He was like, yeah, I used to be like a photojournalist, and grew up in Israel and was photographing a lot of like the Israeli prime minister. He was stoked because he was like, this is really
Good, how
weird
are
because I
you?
literally just ordered Nikon. I don't know what this Nikon line is, but like the Z1 or Z2, I don't know, one of the nicer mirrorless ones. So anyway, it's kind of funny to talk to him. But I'm just throwing up some other photos that I was snapping just on my way back. Man, I really just love the look of infrared. It's just like super creamy. There you go. I'm showing him now. But I really actually love this last one. Um, yeah, probably one of my favorites. Thanks, y'all. Have a good one.